Hey, good evening. Tonight I want to talk to you guys about growing in faith. And it's always my angle to just be completely transparent. So, in this season, I've been going through so many tests and trials. I mean, just on every plane, be it love life, be it family situations, be it career, education, just finances, all of it. Okay. There's been little test after test after test. And I've been believing God for lots of answers. But what I've come to discover is that I was conducting myself like a baby. And when you think about a baby, when they have needs that they want met, they cry. They feel emotion. They have no language, no words. And so they cry in hopes of whoever being near within earshot will come and meet the need. Okay? Whether it's being fed, being changed, being burped, attention, whatever it is. And so that's how I was conducting myself, just crying, boo-hooing, woe is me, pity party, getting frustrated, kind of stumping my feet in a way, feeling like God was doing me dirty, not answering quick enough when he has all this power. I mean, I was really cutting up. I had the baby thing down. And so God brought it to my attention that the result of the faith is not necessarily what you're believing for coming to fruition, but that there is value in the very sequence of the faith. And so where he led me was the book of James, chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. And I'm going to just read that for you. Um, Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. And perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And so then it became clearer to me that in the process of having faith and going through all these tests and trials, I was learning to persevere. I was learning to get through it and not shut down. I was learning that just operating out of emotions, crying, was not going to get my specific needs met. And if you think about the development of a baby as they grow into a toddler and then they grow into school age child, the language becomes clearer, more specific, articulate, so that the person they are reaching out to, they can meet the specific needs. So now you got your toddler. I want hot dogs. I want popcorn. I want cookies. I want some juice. I want water. I need to go potty. And so they're very specific. And so the need gets met quicker and more precisely because they've grown in maturity. Okay? And so that's where I was. I was tired of crying out with no real words. It was like I couldn't reach my creator because I wasn't speaking his language. I wasn't precise with what I needed. Okay. I was just uttering sounds out of emotions. And I just believe that God just put a deaf ear to that, not wanting to receive that, knowing that me going through these tests and trials, I would persevere. And in the process, I would become more complete and more mature in him. And so that's when I was led to the book of James. And so then I have those words and I begin to speak them out and make them my own. My faith is tested so that my perseverance can develop. My perseverance must finish. I am mature. I am complete. I lack nothing. And so I began to have a keen understanding that by speaking God's language and speaking his word back to him, that my needs were being met, even though the very thing I was having faith about wasn't reaching fruition just yet. And so what I hope you take away from this is that you should not be discouraged. You should be joyful when all the tests and trials start coming your way, because that means God is taking the time out to mature you, to teach you more of his language so that you can get your needs met more specifically. He has tailor-made answers for you. And so it's a double benefit. Not only is God going to answer your prayer, but you're going to become more mature. You're going to become more complete in him. And you're going to realize at some point that you lack nothing. You don't ever lack anything because you can always go to your creator and speak to him, speak his language to him, and get exactly what you need. And so I just want to bless you now in closing. Dear God, I just thank you, Lord, for each and every person under the sound of my voice this evening. I just ask that you encourage them, God, and help them to understand that there is a process of faith and that you intend to mature each and every one of us for greater in you. And that you do want to answer our prayers, God, but you want us to stop being emotional beings, just crying, God. You want us to learn the language, God, and be able to come to you boldly, believing that we never have to lack with you on our side. And so I just pray, God, that you increase encouragement, that you increase wisdom on tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.